So what's best, a will or a trust? Or perhaps both. They're not necessarily two separate things. Sometimes you can have a will and just a will. Sometimes you can have a trust and it just be a trust. But sometimes you can have a trust that is set up in a will. So there's three different options here. Now, a will is usually pretty straightforward, pretty basic. Often when it's a couple, it's what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine, and then when we both go, it goes to the kids or to whoever your beneficiaries are going to be, the grandkids or nieces, nephews, charities, whatever it might be. And that's all fine, no problems there at all. But what a basic will is doing is saying when you've gone, whatever's left goes here. It can't do anything to guarantee what is going to be left. So that's why we might need to use a trust of some sort. It also might not be a great idea to say, when I go, it's yours, kids, because the kids might not be in a position to inherit that money. They might not want it right now, which sounds a bit crazy, but what happens if they're going through a divorce? What happens if they've just entered bankruptcy the minute the second of you has passed away and the inheritance is now due to them? They're thinking, oh God, I've just gone through bankruptcy now, in a couple of years' time, they're left me alone, but now this inheritance has come in, they're interested again, and that inheritance is just going to go straight to paying off the people that they owe the money to. Or what if one of the beneficiaries actually isn't capable of looking after themselves, let alone money that they inherit? So that's why we look at doing trusts. So trusts in a will are basically, they kick in upon when the will comes into place. So you pass away, if there's a trust in your will, the trust then gets set up at that point. And it could be for the benefit of the beneficiaries, it could be the benefit of your partner. There's all sorts of reasons why it might be used. And then we've got these standalone trusts, which are set up in your lifetime, assets go into it, they're run by trustees, and they continue to be run usually after your death for a certain period of time, or to a point when the trustee think it's time to close the trust down and give it out to the beneficiaries. So there isn't really an answer to say what's best. It always depends on what your situation is. If you're an elderly person with absolutely no dependents whatsoever, and you're going to leave it all to charity, you'll probably be absolutely fine with a basic will. If perhaps you've got children who are definitely dependent on you, like I said earlier, maybe one who's a bit vulnerable, can't look after their assets, absolutely 100% a trust is a great idea. If you're concerned about the partner meeting somebody new in the future after you've gone, trust, brilliant idea. If you perhaps have got you've met a new partner, second marriage, and they are living in your property, but you want the property to go to the kids, again, trusts are perfect for that, because the trust could maybe be used for the partner to live in for a period of time, and when he or she passes away, it goes to the kids, or perhaps it gives them a 5-year period to live in the house. There's all sorts of reasons. Basically, it's going to come down to what your situation is, what your wants are, what your needs are, what your concerns are, so we can work out whether or not a trust is any good, or whether a will does everything that you need it to do. So in hindsight, it's all going to come down to your personal situation, but there's certainly nothing wrong with a basic will, and likewise there's certainly nothing wrong with using trusts as well. And just to clear something up here, trusts are not, I repeat, not just for the wealthy, 100% not. They are used by more people than you will believe. People who have got 50k in their estate to people who have got millions of pounds in their estate, because they're all used for certain reasons. So don't let the word trust make you think it doesn't apply to you.